Hey everybody, what's happening? Neal here, and I just wanted to pay respect and tribute to a couple of great artists that I grew up with, and I actually had the privilege of meeting both Mr. Neal Adams and George Perez, the two late great artists that are mostly commonly known for their work with DC and Marvel. I'm going to start with this little poster here, collage, from Neal that I got. Actually, my sister got me this. I wasn't there at the time. I had met Neal on two other occasions, though. And this is some amazing artwork here from Neal Adams. Thank you very much again to Colleen for picking this up for me. The first time that I met Neal Adams, I picked up this paperback of his incredible artwork on the Green Lantern Green Arrow series from the 70s, along with Dennis O'Neil, or Denny O'Neil, and he did autograph it for me. So there's my autograph for Neal, N-E-I-L, from Neal, N-E-A-L. I guess that's the more Irish spelling. Mine is the English-Scottish spelling. But yeah, both ways are cool to spell Neal, of course. Neal Adams was a really, really nice guy. I mean, I met him 3 times, and yeah, he was really cool. Very quick, very brief. With me when I got this, but the last time I met him was actually at a Comic-Con here in London a few years ago, and he was very sweet, very nice, very cool guy. So yeah, I'm definitely going to miss him. His artwork is just so iconic, as is George's. So yeah, I mean, pretty sad time for comic book art fans, or just art fans in general. But yeah, this is my way of kind of celebrating his work. He's done a lot more than this, of course. A lot of Batman, a lot of great stuff, a lot of great covers for Neal Adams. But I just thought I'd show off these autographs here, and in memoriam. Now, I don't really recall the exact year that I met George Perez, but the Crisis on Infinite Earths storyline from the mid-1980s was huge. I mean, it involved all of the DC characters and pretty much all of the DC properties up to that point. The classic image of Superman holding a dead Supergirl, and the death of the Flash, Barry Allen, of course, which lasted for quite a while. But of course, in comics, nobody stays dead except for maybe Spidey's Uncle Ben. But that's about it. Most heroes, anyway, they come back. And yeah, this is just amazing work here from George in terms of the artwork, written by Marv Wolfman, of course. I mean, if you remember The Crisis, yeah. I mean, if you're a comic fan, you have to remember The Crisis. It was huge. And that character on the right there, Pariah, right there, he's actually one of George's favorite characters. He said he really loved that character. And that's where he signed it here. So I'm going to flip through this a bit. Let me just see where he signed it. It's just a bit further. There it is, right there. Yeah, and that's perfect spot too to sign it, because it's just in the white nothingness after his, after he witnessed another world, disappearing, being wiped out from existence, and that was his deal, is that he had to witness all these worlds being destroyed by, the Anti-Monitor, the antimatter universe, and all that stuff. It actually happened on the Flash TV show. The Crisis on Infinite Earths, that is, was a crossover, huge crossover on the CW, and actually the Tom Cavanaugh played one version of Wells that was also Pariah too. So anyway, George was, yeah, awesome, super sweet guy. I love this work, and yeah, I was, man, really, really, really lucky to have met him there, Niagara Falls Comic-Con, somewhere in the mid-2010s, and man, yeah, he was the best. I also have this t-shirt with George's art on it from Justice League of America, issue number 217, from the early 80s, I believe. Yeah, it's a good one. I picked it up at Toys R Us here in Canada. It's hard to see the Atom down there, because he's just a little guy. But nice collection of DC superheroes from George. And finally, I have the final Crisis, Legion of Three Worlds. So more George Perez artwork here, and on the inside, this is all about Superboy Prime and how he's come to the future and kind of mess everything up. And it's great. Great stuff. Love it. There's George's autograph right there on the right. Yeah, it's a great story. I'm not a huge Legion of Superheroes guy, but I thought it was actually really cool. I thought it was really good. And, you know, very, very lucky to have that autograph from George. So, yeah, hats off to two great artists, two great, amazing artists, Neal Adams and George Perez. And they were both very sweet, sweet men, and had that reputation of just being very cool and very great with their fans, you know, and I'm going to miss them. So that's all for this tribute video, guys. Until next time, this is Neal. Peace.